सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हमारा हिंदू लॉ में है, 101 से स्टार्ट है, ये 200 तक करूँगी मैं इसको। तो 101 वाला क्वेश्चन है, अ मैन इज़ प्रोहिबिटेड टू मैरी हिज डॉटर ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑफ सो एफिनिटी। ओके, अगला क्वेश्चन है, अकॉर्डिंग टू कोर्ट रूलिंग कस्टडी ऑफ ए हिंदू चाइल्ड अप टू द एज ऑफ 5 years shall ordinarily be with the, so answer will be D, mother. Next question, G, a Hindu girl aged 14 years marries B, a Hindu boy, simply by exchange of garlands in the temple in Delhi. Later on, G finds that B is imported. G leaves the matrimonial home and marries A in the following situation. So answer will be D. G cannot be punished for bigamy because her first marriage was not valid on account of improper solemnization of marriage. Next question is, a born Muslim girl brought up in a Hindu orphanage marries a Hindu boy as per Shastric rites. The marriage is so invalid. Next है, a born Christian girl brought up by a Hindu family married a Hindu boy as per Shastric ceremonies. The marriage is so invalid. Next question, in a proceeding on a petition for dissolution of marriage under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the court cannot pass instead a decree for judicial separation if the ground for seeking divorce in that the other party after the solemnization of the marriage, so answer will be has ceased to be Hindu by conversion to another religion. Next question is, Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 was upheld as not violative of Article 21 of the Constitution of India in, so answer will be D, B and C both. Srimati Harvinder Kaur versus Harminder Singh and Saroj Rani versus Sudarshan Kumar. Next question is 108 question number. The constitutional validity of Section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act for the first time came for consideration in the case of, so C इसका आंसर हो जाएगा T Sarita versus T Venkata सुबाइट। नेक्स्ट अब हमारा टॉपिक है नलिटी ऑफ मैरिज एंड डिवोर्स। सेक्शन 11 से 18 तक ये डील करता है, इसका क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। सो क्वेश्चन है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सेक्शंस ऑफ द HMA वॉज चैलेंज्ड इन द केस ऑफ लक्ष्मी अमर वर्सेस रामास्वामी नायकर। सो सेक्शन 11 डील किया था इसके साथ, ठीक है। अगला क्वेश्चन है हमारा, द हिंदू वाइफ वॉज एट द टाइम ऑफ मैरिज प्रेग्नेंट बाय सम person other than the husband. The marriage is so voidable at the option of the husband. Next question, under section 11 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the marriage may be declared null and void if, so answer will be the parties are within the degree of prohibited relationship. Next question, for declaration of marriage as void, petition may be presented under section 11 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 by, answer is C, either party. Next question, concealment by the respondent of pre-marriage pregnancy by some persons other than the petition can make a marriage, so answer is voidable. Question is, the nature of marriage of an important person is, so answer is B, voidable. Next question, X, a Hindu aged 28 years marries Y aged 25 years according to Hindu rites. It turns out that at the time of marriage Y was pregnant by someone other than X. The marriage between X and Y is, so answer is C, voidable. अगला क्वेश्चन है, इफ अ गर्ल बिकम्स प्रेग्नेंट बाय सम पर्सन बिफोर मैरिज एंड सब्सिक्वेंटली मैरिज सम थर्ड पर्सन, व्हाट इज द पोजीशन अंडर हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955? सो आंसर इज मैरिज इज वॉइडेबल एट द ऑप्शन ऑफ द ब्राइड. अगला है, कंसीलमेंट ऑफ प्री मैरिज प्रेगनेंसी बाय द रिस्पोंडेंट कैन मेक मैरिज, सो आंसर इज ए, voidable. क्वेश्चन है incapacity to consummate the marriage within the meaning of section 12 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is C, either physical or mental. अगला क्वेश्चन है a marriage solemnized between two Hindus would not be regarded as voidable under section 12 of the act if. So answer is D, the parties are subpoenas of each other. Next question है supersessory by a woman under HMA 1955 who was pregnant at the time of marriage is a ground for annulling the marriage as answer is voidable. Question next है which of the following is not a ground for annulling a marriage under section 12 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is at the time of marriage the respondent was incapable of giving valid consent due to young age. अगला क्वेश्चन है सेक्शन 12(1)(a) of the Hindu Marriage Act is related to. So answer is A, impotency. Next question है supersessory vary by a woman who was pregnant at the time of marriage is a ground for annulling the marriage as voidable. Next question है a degree of nullity of marriage in case of voidable marriage annuls the marriage. Answer is from the date of marriage. Next question is which of the following is not a ground for annulment of marriage under section 12 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is C, incapacity of the respondent to bear a child. Next question, the marriage of a 15-year-old girl with a 60-year-old man solemnized without her consent but with the consent of her parents under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is voidable at the option of the girl. Next question है which of the following is not a ground for annulment of marriage under section 12 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is cruelty. Next question है which of the following ground available only to the wife for seeking divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act. तो आंसर हमारा क्या हो जाएगा ऑप्शन ऑफ प्यूबर्टी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है A and B petitioned for divorce by mutual consent under section 13B of the Hindu Marriage Act. A withdrew her consent after 6 months. Choose the correct legal position from the following. So answer is B, court cannot grant divorce under section 13B. Next question है adultery by a Hindu husband is. Answer is D, ground of divorce and judicial separation of the both. अगला क्वेश्चन है adultery is a ground under Hindu Marriage Act 1955 for. So answer is C, judicial separation and divorce both. अगला क्वेश्चन है in a petition for divorce on the ground of adultery filed under section 13(1) of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 by wife against husband, the person with whom the adultery was committed by husband is. So answer is proper party. अगला क्वेश्चन है recently the Supreme Court in Anil Kumar Jain versus Maya Jain has held that the requirement of 6 month waiting period in case of divorce by mutual consent in Hindu law can be relaxed by. So answer is Supreme Court only. अगला क्वेश्चन है the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 contains the provisions regarding divorce in. So answer is section 13. Next question is which one of the following cases decided by the Supreme Court is related to mental cruelty. So answer is Dastane versus Dastane. Dastane versus Dastane. अगला क्वेश्चन है which of the following has not yet been statutorily recognized as a theory of divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is will theory. अगला क्वेश्चन है which one of the following is not a ground for divorce under Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is D. अगला क्वेश्चन है which one of the following provisions of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 relates to with the ground of divorce exclusively for wife. So answer is section 13(2). अगला है हमारा in Hindu Marriage Act 1955 the provision of divorce by mutual consent was added by. So answer is B, amendment in 1976. अगला क्वेश्चन है for desertion of qualify as a ground for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act intention to desert is. So answer is a necessary condition. अगला है the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 requires the minimum period of years the decision for filing a petition for divorce immediately preceding the presentation of the petition. So answer is C 2. अगला क्वेश्चन है द स्पेशल ग्राउंड्स ऑफ डिवोर्स दैट आर अवेलेबल टू द वाइफ ओनली आर गिवन अंडर सेक्शन ऑफ द हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955. सो आंसर इज बी 13 का बी 13 का 2. अगला है हमारा क्वेश्चन the statement while there is no rose which has not thorn but if what you hold is all thorn and no rose better throw it away relates to irrelatable breakdown of marriage theory of divorce. अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955 हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ आर अलाउड टू डिवोर्स बाय म्यूचुअल कंसेंट. सो आंसर इज बी सेक्शन 13b. अगला क्वेश्चन है द डिक्री ऑफ डिवोर्स हैज बीन पास्ड बिटवीन ए एंड बी. ए celebrates second marriage with C within 6 months of this decree. This marriage is valid. अगला क्वेश्चन है which is not a ground of seeking divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is D. Irretrievable breakdown of marriage. अगला क्वेश्चन है venereal disease to be a ground for divorce under section 13 का 1 का 5 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is must be in communicable from. अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर हिंदू लॉ ऑफ द ग्राउंड ऑफ द डिवोर्स फॉर द डिवोर्स. सो आंसर इज ऑल ऑफ द above: insanity, cruelty, adultery. Next question, in which section of the Hindu Marriage Act the grounds of divorce are provided? So answer is section 13. अगला क्वेश्चन है divorce by mutual consent has been provided in. So answer is section 13 का B. Next question, one of the following is not a ground for divorce under section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. So answer is D. Irretrievable breakdown of marriage. Next question, which one of the following section of Hindu Marriage Act relates to divorce? So answer is C, section 13. Next question, which section of Hindu Marriage Act provides for divorce by mutual consent? So answer is B, section 13 का B. Next question, in case of desertion the wife has to prove which of the following facts? So answer is D, all of the above, like the husband has abandoned her, and second है that he has done so without any reasonable cause and against her wish and without her consent. See that he has willfully neglected her. Next question is under which of the following section of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 husband and wife may file a petition of divorce by mutual consent. So section 13 का B. Next question है consent theory of divorce was introduced in the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 in the year. So in the year what? 1976. अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सेक्शन ऑफ हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955 डिवोर्स बाय म्यूचुअल कंसेंट हैज बीन प्रोवाइडेड. सो आंसर होगा इसका बी, सेक्शन 13 का बी. अगला क्वेश्चन है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ ग्राउंड फॉर डिवोर्स अंडर हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955. सो आंसर इज सी, epilepsy. Next question, the petition for divorce by mutual consent may be presented according to Hindu Marriage Act 1955 if the spouse has been living separately for a period of. So answer will be 1 year. Next question है a petition for divorce with mutual consent under Hindu Marriage Act 1955 can be filed after. So answer will be C, 1 year. Next question है consent theory of divorce was introduced in the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 in the year. So 1976. Next question, under which section of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 husband and wife may file a petition of divorce by mutual consent? So section 13 का B. अगला है divorce by mutual consent has been provided in section 13 का B obviously. अगला क्वेश्चन है rejection to be ground of divorce under Hindu Marriage Act 1955 should be for a statutory period of. आंसर है होगा इसका 2 years. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है इन प्रोसीडिंग्स फॉर डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ मैरिज बाय म्यूचुअल कंसेंट अंडर सेक्शन 13 का बी ऑफ हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट 1955 द पार्टीज हैव टू मूव द कोर्ट वंस अगेन. सो आंसर इज बी आफ्टर 6 months but before 18 months before the date of presenting the petition. Next question, which one of the following is not a ground for divorce? So answer is irrevocable breakdowns of marriage. Next question है दस्ताने vs दस्ताने is the leading decision of the Supreme Court on the point of cruelty. Next question is which of the following is not a valid ground for a divorce as per section 13 of the act? So answer will be D. The theory the other party has not been heard of as being alive for a period of 5 years by those persons who would have naturally heard of it had that party been alive. Next question, which of the following is not a ground for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955? So answer will be B. Respondent Hindu converting to Buddhism. Next question, a marriage solemnized between two Hindu would not be regarded as void under section 11 of the act if. So answer will be either party is incapable of giving a valid consent to a marriage due to unsoundness of mind. Next question, under section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, marriage may be declared null and void if. So answer is the parties are within the degree of prohibited relationship. Next question, desertion within the purview of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 is. So answer is a total repudiation of obligations of marriage. Next question, right of divorce to a wife under section 13 का B of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 available to the wife. So answer is B. If the offense of rape, sodomy or bestiality is subsequent to the marriage of the petition. Which of the following is incorrect regarding desertion as a ground for divorce? So answer is D. The statutory period of 1 year must have run out before a petition is presented. Next question, which one of the following is not a ground for divorce provided by the Hindu Marriage Act 1955? So answer is B. Imprisonment of the respondent for a period of 4 years. Okay. Next question है Ramesh and Rani files a joint petition praying for the decree of divorce by mutual consent under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. 6 months later, second motion was filed by Ramesh alone as Rani refuses to join him. So आंसर हमारा हो जाएगा divorce will not be granted to Ramesh. अगला क्वेश्चन है sodomy is a ground for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Next question, under Hindu law, renunciation from Hinduism and conversion of the husband to any other faith. So answer will be C. Would give rise to a cause in favor of his wife for filing a petition for divorce. Next question है a Hindu married woman is involved into same-sex relationship with another woman and her husband wants a matrimonial remedy. So answer will be he will succeed in getting a decree of divorce as it is a ground for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Next question है where one of the spouse is guilty of cruelty, the other spouse cannot obtain divorce on this ground if. So answer will be D. The aggrieved spouse forgives the guilty party and condones the cruel act. Next question, under which section of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 husband and wife are allowed to divorce by mutual consent? So 13 का भी ये है. अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट कंडोनेशन अप्लाइज टू द मैट्रिमोनियल ऑफेंस ऑफ. सो आंसर विल बी ए एंड बी बोथ अडल्ट्री एंड क्रुएल्टी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन अंडर सेक्शन 13 ऑफ द हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट the number of grounds for divorce which are common to husband and wife is. Answer C 11. Next question है which one of the following is a correct statement? So answer is B. Divorce by mutual consent was introduced by Hindu Marriage Amendment Act 1976. अगला क्वेश्चन है 185 दास्ताने वर्सेस दास्ताने इज ए केस ऑन. तो किस चीज़ पर ये केस था? डिवोर्स पर. अगला क्वेश्चन है बार टू entertain a petition for divorce is contained in section 14 of Hindu Marriage Act. अगला क्वेश्चन है section 14 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 spouses a ban for filing petition for. So answer will be B. Divorce. अगला क्वेश्चन है as a general rule a petition for dissolution of Hindu marriage cannot be presented within within 1 year of marriage. Next question है, the bar to entertain a petition for divorce operates for a period of, so answer will be 1 year from the date of marriage. अगला क्वेश्चन है, the statutory bar no petition to be presented within 1 year of marriage under section 14 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 is imposed on petitions for, आंसर हो जाएगा इसका हमारा ए डिवोर्स। अगला क्वेश्चन है, एज ए रूल a petition for dissolution of marriage under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 cannot be presented before the expiry of from the date of marriage, so आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा 2 years, सॉरी 1 year। अगला क्वेश्चन है हमारा, डिवोर्स पर्सन कैन मैरी अगेन अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 15 ऑफ द एक्ट if the marriage has been dissolved by the decree of divorce in case, so answer, the time period for preferring an appeal against the decree of divorce has expired without preferring the appeal। अगला क्वेश्चन है, children born out of which type of marriage are legitimate according to section 16 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, so D का आंसर आ जाएगा valid marriage, voidable marriage, void marriage। Next question, under Hindu law the relation to the children of void marriage, so answer will be B, a court declaration is not necessary to confer a status of legitimacy। Next question is, section 16 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 deals with the legitimacy of the children of, so answer will be C, void and voidable marriage। Next question है, the child born and void and voidable marriage under Hindu law is, so answer will be A, legitimate। Next question है, which of the following section of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides that children of a void marriage would be the legitimate child, so answer will be section 16। Next question है हमारा, children born out of void or voidable marriage under section 11 and 12 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 are deemed to be, so answer will be D, legitimate but can inherit the property of their parents only। Next question है, section 16 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 conferred legitimacy on the children, so answer will be both void and voidable marriage। Question number 200 है हमारा, the children of a void marriage under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 are, so आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा legitimate but entitled to inherit the property of their parents only। ओके